Okay, we're here. We take the train to El Paso from here.
But there's just one little problem.
Which is?
The sheriff here in Opelousas don't like me much.
Don't tell me they want to string you up in this town too, Pops.
Shoot!
Riding with you is pretty goddamn dangerous.
One more word, potato head, and I'll...
A fine team you've put together, John. Don't let me interrupt your arguing. In the meantime, I will see to it that we all get to El Paso.
What do you suggest?
But first, I need some different clothes. You see the clothes down there on the washing line?
Yeah. But can you see the owner standing there?
No problem. We'll just play our old game of catch the card, okay? I'll use my Queen of Hearts to get him round the corner, and you knock him out.
It might just work.
Alright, so now we're gonna learn probably how to use Kate's playing cards, which is essentially a variation on my trail of bodies technique. Just instead of bodies, you use cards. So for example, you can see she has 10 cards, so she can effectively create a huge trail of cards, which the enemies usually follow. The operative word being usually. Doesn't always happen. The trail of bodies is a much more reliable technique, I think. In any case, for levels that you need stealth, well, not stealth, that you need to not kill somebody,
Time's short.
using the cards instead of bodies is it's much better. We're gonna have a few levels
Keep on going.
of that nature, so this is a very interesting technique to learn. We'll throw a card here, here and there. This guy
What's that?
will be interested. Start following them one by one.
Poker cards.
You just have to make sure the next card is within his field of vision as he swings around, and he will continue following the trail.
Next, please. Onwards and upwards.
Told you. Easy as pie. So I can finally get changed now. Turn around a minute, will you?
Alright, let's get our clothes on.
Keep on going.
Interestingly enough, she will go kind of naked for a second there. Which you don't see in a lot of games happening. But okay.
To hell with it.
Now we're ready. Let's remove the playing cards from the field. Go back to our bodies.
So what do we do next?
Did you see those two guys with guns in front of the bar?
Relax, Doc. I shouldn't have any trouble charming those two. I'll send them running into your arms. It'll be nice to see you cowboys do something for a change.
Alright, so next up we're gonna learn, I think, Kate's flirting technique. This is one very powerful technique. I will use this probably to clear the entirety of the next level, if I remember correctly. For now though, let me show you how it works. You just, well, lift your shirt up, I guess, a bit. Enemies come running. Well, not always though, so you have to be careful. There is some variation. Some enemies just stand there and look at you.
Somebody else want to turn?
But most of the time they do come.
Onwards and upwards. One down, one to go.
Yes, somehow the other creep doesn't seem too keen on women.
Maybe you should try your luck, John. We'll just cut your pants open a bit on the side and off you go.
Well, before we resort to such extreme measures, I think I'll try out my mirror trick. I'll try and dazzle our friend. As soon as he starts rubbing his eyes, you can cross the road without being seen.
Let's go.
Alright, so now for the mirror trick. This is one of the less used tricks of Kate, but it is a very interesting one nonetheless. You can blind them if you stand in the sun, right? You cannot be in the shadow to use this. You can cast with your mirror a reflection of the sun on any enemy. The trick here is you can keep doing that for as long as you want. And keep in mind, if you do this for a long time, enemies will get pissed and come searching for you, which is useful. Sometimes, when you use the technique with the lifting the skirt here, they will not come, or they will even ignore the cards. In that case, you can use the mirror to irritate them that much that they come looking for you. And when they come looking for you, they will have a very narrow field of vision, so you can effectively go around them. I will not use this in this mission, but keep that in mind because that's a trick that is not very widely known. For now, though.
My eyes! Who's here?
Alright, now let's run. See, his field of vision is narrow and slowly expanding. Gives me ample time to pass through him. The same thing would have happened if he came looking for me. His field of vision would be very narrow and I could effectively get behind him and knock him out.
Damn it.
An intruder?
Not in my town, you don't. Deputies, over here. Seize those bandits.
Alright, this
Snap out
happens
of it, partner.
kind of on every level. They call in reinforcements, but you do not worry too much about
Now
that.
what?
I'll sneak up on the sheriff from behind and give him a well-placed kick that should knock him out for a while.
Like in this game, do not be very worried about reinforcements. This is not like Commandos, where the reinforcements are devastatingly... there's too many reinforcements and they stay outside. In this game, reinforcements usually retreat back inside buildings at some point, and they are not too many in numbers either, so... In any case, now we need to go kick the, this guy, the sheriff, with Kate. By the way, Kate is the only character who can move silently on loud surfaces like wood. Like, so pay attention what happens once she steps on wood. She starts moving very sneakily, and she is the only one who can approach an enemy without alerting them.
Sweet dreams.
If you try to do that with John Cooper, the enemies will be alerted when he gets close, even if it's not on a loud surface. So Kate is key in these instances. Alright, and I think that's the end of the level.